Welcome back to another video. So we have the third fight of the night. This is Erik versus Daniel. Let's see. So Erik's on the far side corner. You just saw me throw ice over at his side. He's got a bit of a weight advantage, but it feels like less experience. He has been training a lot more, and he has been improving, especially in striking, a lot. I know he does a lot of jiu-jitsu, but I really haven't seen a lot of his ground game. The only time I really have hands-on is either in stand-up classes or in ground classes. Now, Daniel, on the other side, he's got the shirt on. I've been working with him a good amount. Every once in a while, he'll kind of slip in, do some tech sparring, things like that. He has been teaching the kids jiu-jitsu class, so I do expect a good jiu-jitsu game out of him. He's used to being undersized and always going against bigger opponents, and that's not a bad way to train as long as you're staying injury-free. Nobody's falling on you. But when you finally go against an opponent that's your size or close to your size, then you really see these guys shine, and he's one of those. So his jits is good. I've seen that. I've seen him get out wrestled, but I've seen him pull off some good submissions. Erik with the shirt off, I've seen him, like I said, his stand-up has come a long ways. And I really think he's a good example on the videos helping. Whether you're seeing yourself do something goofy that you want to stop, or just having more time to see specific things, so I can give each person that's training in class something that they can work on. But the guys are doing some exchanges back and forth. Daniel's feeling the weight. It's easier to get knocked off balance when your opponent's bigger than you. So he's got to be smart. He's got to be in and out. He's got to use that striking. Daniel's got good strikes on his own. Good Thai boxing, good jiu-jitsu. If I had to pick one, I'd work on his wrestling. But we're going to see how that goes. So this is MMA. It's scheduled for three 3-minute rounds with a 1-minute rest in between. This is the third fight of the night. Looking good exchange over there. We do see a big takedown from Erik. Erik's on top, and he's to free his head. Daniel able to use that headlock as a way to get back to his feet, and he does that. Looks like they're possibly going for a sweep there, but again, you're sweating, you're slipping, your opponent's bigger, you're slipping off of him, you're slipping with your feet on the ground. Head kick from Erik without the setup. Now, if you throw a head kick, you're expecting to see one back. Daniel does answer with a head kick of his own. That is a good way to try to set up a counter. If I want to counter your head kick, maybe sweep out your leg. If I throw one myself, you're going to put it right back. We're seeing some changes back and forth. Erik kicking low, kicking high. I would like to see the hands setting it up more. Instead of just throwing one piece, Daniel's got good skills throwing one shot. You're not going to see a lot of opportunities there. The chance of your opponent blocking you or countering you is going to be higher if you're throwing one piece. It's a lot easier to counter one piece. Erik stepping in, he's going in, he's going out. We're seeing that looking pretty good. Again, this is the first round. There we go. Daniel coming in, setting up with a double jab, trying to get that overhand in there. Another kick, a swing and a miss. Boys using this round, getting loose. One thing I would like to see from the cornermen is holding mitts a little bit, giving them more of a locker room experience for the guys. That way they've hit mitts a little bit, they've done, they've gone half speed or so. Do a round with your cornermen, get warmed up. That way you don't have to use that first round in the cage to kind of get loose. And so that's probably the biggest thing that I'm going to try to coach a little bit. In addition to throwing on the overhand there by Daniel, it misses. High kick by Erik blocked. And that is going to be the end of the first round, so they go to the corners. Now, we're trying to have as much fun as possible. Really, I'm having tons of fun with the mock fights. Not only are the fighters getting more experience, but the cornermen are getting more experience as well. If I have to go corner a fighter, typically you get 3 people in your corner. So that would be me plus 2 guys. I want a guy who's got some experience cornering. They know how to do simple things like, hold the ice, get the guys breathing down. Little things like that makes it a lot easier. If I have a cornerman who's handling all of that, the coach can just focus on coaching. So something that I coach the fighters to do is I want you to get your own mouthpiece out. Just get your mouthpiece out, hold it with your own glove. That way my hands are free. I can do other things with my hands. And then I want you to sit big on the chair. Even if you want to stand and you want to kind of have that presence and intimidate your opponent. For now, right now, as everybody's learning, I want you to sit. I want you to get your breathing right. That means in through the nose, out through the mouth. Big breath in, out through the mouth. If you're already getting your mouthpiece and getting your breathing and sitting right, I can skip all that because I only have 60 seconds to talk through what's going on. Now, round 2, these guys come out. They're a little bit more loose, feeling good. In previous fights, we've seen some big muscle boys starting to fatigue. These guys, they're getting loose. They're moving a little bit faster. He's trying to fix his shin pad. It was the loop at the bottom of the foot, but he says he's good. We get out of there. No big deal. I'm having the guys wear shin guards for this. Mouthpiece gloves, shin guards, cup if you're smart. We're going shirts off just to kind of get used to the, how close can we possibly make this to the fight with, limiting head trauma and all that. Let's give everybody it's close to the full fight experience. With these mock fights, it's really good. First off, it's fun. It keeps the gym fresh. We see a good takedown. It looks like that was a caught kick. Daniel going in for a sweep. We're a little bit obscured by the cage. Daniel on top, rolling for an armbar. He has been teaching the kids jiu-jitsu class, and they've been doing well, so that tells me what I should expect from his jiu-jitsu. Daniel on the back. Erik needs to start throwing some defense. I haven't really put a lot of time into defending the back. I think since I've been there, we've defended the back once, but Daniel throwing that choke. I know Erik does go to the jiu-jitsu classes, and Daniel gets, it looks like the rear naked choke. There we go. That was a good fight that could go back and forth. We will talk about Devin. Complete disrespect over here with Devin. I will have to beat him up for his unprofessional behavior over here. But a good fight, back and forth. Originally in these, I kind of thought about, would we do something like, if someone gets a submission, do we keep going, do we reset? And I say no. If you get a submission fight, that's over. If you get pinned in wrestling, that's over. And so again, to try to keep things more of that realistic feeling. We'll talk about TKOs, we'll talk about, mounted strikes, things like that in future fights. But, game time decision, submission, boom, done. We didn't see the rest of the second round. We're not going to see a third round. It is what it is, so we need to kind of feel that. But as always, I appreciate you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video.